No, I mean, is it reasonable to go from your coach getting fired? What was their record last year? No. Was it 8-4? Are you sure? It's just not. It's just probably not going to happen. A team's probably not going to go from 8-4 to an undefeated or a national championship. Will you turn the TV down? Can you hear the TV, Van?
Imagine if they did, though. That'd be some shit.
What's that?
I think it'll take one more year.
Imagine if they did, though.
I mean, it would be incredible, but it's probably not likable, Jish. So I wouldn't. I mean, I ain't telling you not to get your hopes up. I hope they do. Hey, I hope they win. But if we're looking, I'm not seeing. It looks like there's some people liking it. If you're on here, say hello. If you don't like, comment, share the stream. Welcome to the morning grind. This morning, what me and Josh are talking about is, does it feel like 1998? What he's talking about, does it feel like Tennessee? Man, Tennessee they had so many great senior leaders on that team, Josh. You weren't even alive then, were you?
Nope.
Were you not?
I was born in 01.
Well, how the hell would you know if it feels like 2000 or
That's all I was
1998?
asking. I don't know.
No. I mean, Tennessee was a dominant program, and everything was in place. Peyton Manning left, and they had so many great players on that team. So no, this team has one great player. Who would that be?
Hooker.
That's right. So no, it does not feel anything like that. I'm not saying they can't go all the way, but here's what I'm thankful for: 60 seconds of gratitude. It's UT versus Bama week. What a week! Hello, Sam. Thank you for getting on here. Look forward to you coming right in here for our boot camp. I feel a little tired. I slept in this morning. I like to take off about every other Thursday.
Are you going to box tonight?
I will be at boxing tonight, Josh. My hand is still a little sore. My thumb is still a little sore. So, getting on, what the hell are you eating over there?
Peanut butter.
That's an odd peanut butter scoop. Okay, Sam says I'm going with Alabama. Well, if you're going to pick Alabama, Josh does not want you to do our photography anymore. Do you? No, just hello, Hayden. Thank you for getting on here. Okay, I'm a little distracted because I'm watching the financial news, and it's really about what I thought. I did a Facebook Live last night. I don't know if any of you bitches got on there or not. Did you get on? Did you? Yep. I didn't see you. Did you? Thanks, Dick. Did you?
Yep.
Thank you. I think I saw you on there. And I was talking about how I thought this would be another ugly report. Did I say that? Did you hear me say that? And it is an ugly report. It's probably a little bit worse than I thought. But here's what's going on in our market. And I'm going to say something, believe it or not, I'm going to have some very encouraging words to the people that are new in their business. Whatever it is in their business that they're doing, if they're in sales, if they're in mortgage, if you're in real estate, if you're in insurance, no matter what it is, right now is a great time for you to be in that. And I'm going to tell you why. Whenever the bad news comes out like it is right now, people really, really, really slow down their decision making. And when people slow down their decision making, people like you finally get a chance to get in front of somebody and build a relationship. When the market is going really, really fast, the biggest known brands, they win the most. You understand what I'm saying? Now, whenever things start to slow down, I think it's common that a lot of people in that specific field, they start to slow down. They stop trying, which opens up the game for people just like you to sneak in there and start building a relationship with people. Right now, it's October going into November. Seasonally, things really, really slow down in real estate during this time of year as compared to the first of the year. So if you're new in this business, understand you're going to hit a wall where things get tough, where results don't show up. The first thing your mind's going to tell you is, I picked the wrong field. I should do something else. The reason why I'm saying you're going to feel like that is because I did it about 48 times between the time I was 23 and the time I was 30. It was always, I picked the wrong place.
Should have been a cook.
Should have been a Cowboy. Should have been a Vol instead of a Notre Dame fan. So it's common. Expect resistance. But every time, this goes back with one of the things that you were saying where we were talking about the compound effect. Nothing new compounds. How did we word today's show?
Exactly that.
Nothing new compounds. So what that means to you is this: if you're in a job, if you're doing anything and you commit, how long have you been here?
Almost 8 months.
Almost 8 months, where you're definitely at the point where you're going to be like, shit, man, I ought to go do this. Look at this job. It's got a salary. All of you going to think like this, huh?
Carpet cleaning.
Josh almost quit us to go clean carpet. Guaranteed money, didn't you? How close were you?
Oh, like a hair. I mean, it was. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Down to the wire, Josh almost considered it. Every time you make the decision to give up on your current situation, your current dream, whatever it is you want to accomplish, every single time you do that, you're starting back over at zero. I would rather you have a year into something where you're not doing great, but it compounds. Have you ever heard the saying, would you rather have $1 million given to you or a penny a day compounded for 30 days? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
One penny multiplied per day for 30 days. It comes out to like 6 million. It comes out to a lot of, like whenever it gets to like 50, like 1 cent, 2 cent, 4 cent, 8 cent, 16, 32, 64, $1. Like once it starts getting up to, like if it's at $100, think about how quickly $100 compounds or multiplies. 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, 3200, 6400, 12,000, 24,000, 48,000. Then it's nearly 100,000, 200,000. You see, life is about getting momentum that compounds for you. And every single time you make the decision, this stuff just got too hard for me, that means I need to find something else to do. And you're starting over at zero every single time. So in business, when things aren't going your way, that does not mean you need to give up on the idea. Maybe you need to ask yourself better questions. Maybe you need to ask yourself, is this strategy right? Do I need to do something just a little bit, just slightly different? It's not a reason to quit. So right now, the people that have been in this business, let's say 2 years or less, 3 years. How long have you been doing this, Jish?
3.5 years.
Are you sure it's been that long?
3.5 years and 3 years.
Good morning, Andre. See, here's why you've got such an advantage right now. What are your monthly expenses here in your business? Zero. What are yours? Zero. Y'all's? Zero. So right now you can produce money with no risk. You've been in the business. The only thing you're risking right now is what you could go make at Sonic. Is that where you're wanting to go work? Cook. He wants to go work at Sonic. Good choice. Where he could replace this time right here that's not producing anything and trade it for time over there that gives him a guaranteed salary. Maybe he gets some tips when he comes out there on his skates. I don't know. But he's capped. He does not have much more of an opportunity than what Sonic's going to give him. Here, you're going to have to struggle. You're going to have to build this inner self-belief that's going to take. How long did it take you, Jish?
Year.
It took longer than that, Josh. Shit, you were wanting to go clean carpet after a year. Shit, 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. It's going to take that long. But don't mistake, it's just part of the process. Now, look over, I wouldn't tip him shit, says Drew. He don't think you're worth it with that shitty attitude of yours. So fast forward to other people where over the last 3 years, as we've grown, I've accumulated a lot of expenses, a whole lot of expenses. It's a scary amount of expenses. So, I've got a lot of momentum that's moving with me, but I've got a lot of risk I'm carrying around with me too. I'm a little infected, let's say. You know what I mean? So I'm walking around with this baggage, these infections. What am I going to do in this situation? I still have to find a way to compound. You see what I'm saying? I got to compound myself. I don't ever want to back off of our marketing budget. it's so tempting. It's scary to say, how can I keep doing this? Because how many sales do we have on the books in November, Van?
Maybe 3.
We got 3 sales on the books in November. Just being very transparent with y'all. We were doing 2025. We had 1 month of 40 sales. Now we're down to 3. I'm looking at probably a $40, $45, $50,000 loss that month. Does that scare me?
Yep.
I don't want to take that marketing money off the table because I still believe, even though we're going to have a month or 2 of really, 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 really bad numbers, I still know that once this thing gets back, it's going to help me leapfrog other people. It's going to help me attract more people here. So just don't give up on where you're at. Just know every time you make a decision to do something brand new that you're starting back over at 0. If you're going to multiply yourself, would you want to multiply your number at 0 or a 1 or a 2? Which one would you take? 2. Why would you not want a 0?
Because 1 times 0 is 0.
That's right. What is 100 times 0?
0.
What is anything times 0? Whenever you start the process all over, you're at a 0. And it's so hard, believe it or not, it's so hard to go from a 0 to a 1. What number would you give you right now?
1.
You're at a 1. What would you give yourself?
63.
You're really up there, Josh. Well, how high can you get to?
63 million.
63 million. Where can you get to? Where are you right now?
About a 0.4.
At a 0.4, and it's really hard for you to get to a 0.4, wasn't it? Do you want to go somewhere else and start this all over again? Quit thinking about recycling. Quit thinking about that. Think about digging in and improving. That's why November 10th, you need to be at the boot camp. Van Gratten, shut us down.